But I did not want to be greedy. I wanted to follow my plan, and $1,000 was my profit target, my final profit target. Hi everyone, it's Tiffany with Bearable Traders, here to do my recap for the day. I traded Tesla today. Most of you know I love trading Tesla. It's one of my favorite stocks to trade. And this morning it had gapped up on huge volume, and the price action was really nice pre-market, exceptionally well for Tesla. And so, and then also Andrew was trading it at the open, and he got a phenomenal move in the first 5 minutes. I typically do not trade in the first 5 minutes, or sometimes the first 15 minutes. I like to wait for things to settle down and look for an entry. I saw this really nice, strong bull candle open in the first 5 minutes. And I was kind of waiting on to see how it would how a 5-minute opening range breakout was going to play out, but it shot up past the 5-minute opening range breakout and then sold off really hard, and I couldn't get it. First off, I couldn't get a nice entry when it broke out from the 5 minutes with a nice risk to reward, so I decided to wait to see what it was going to do, and then it sold off really hard, and so I didn't feel comfortable taking it as a 5-minute opening range breakup, so I waited for the first 15 minutes. And I didn't really love this first 15-minute candle, so that made me sit on my hands a little longer and wait, although I did feel like it was going to be strong today. So I kind of waited. See how large these wicks are to the bottom side on the 5-minute chart? Really gave me confidence that it was going to be strong today. So then you have a double bottom right here on the 1-minute chart, and following a hammer doji, and with decent size volume on that hammer doji. And I could have been more aggressive and entered here with a stop loss if it lost the previous 1-minute candle. But I really love for multiple confirmations on different time frames. So another entry that I could have done was when it pushed up through the VWAP and up through this 952 level, which is from the daily. But once again, I really love my 15-minute chart. The hammer doji closed right here, made a new high. That's when I took my position long, and with a stop loss if it lost the VWAP. Sorry, I have a really hard time using these tools. But below the VWAP was my stop loss, and then I took a 25% partial at 965, which was around 2R. I took a 25% partial. Then I took a 50% partial at the high of the day, because this really long wick to the top side on the 5-minute chart made me think it could have more resistance here. So I took a 50% partial of my remaining position. Then I took another 50% partial when it almost started looking like a double top here, and it lost this 9 moving average on the 5-minute, which is this green line, and it lost the 9 and the 20 curled over and was crossed over and curling down, and the 50 was coming up to meet it. When it lost these moving averages, I went ahead and did another 50% partial of my remaining position. It also made a new 15-minute low. Even though this kind of looks like a consolidation to me, I still wanted to make sure I took proper partialing. It came back down, tested the VWAP, and bounced right off the VWAP, which was really nice, the bounce off the VWAP. But once it bounced off the VWAP, I thought it was going to make another 15-minute low. I thought this was going to be a bigger double top right here. And so at this point, I had 20% remaining of my shares, my original position. Once again, worried about it being a double top on the 5-minute time frame right here. It was making a new 5-minute low, once again losing the 9 moving average. So I thought, and I partialed again, and at this point now I had 10% remaining of my position, so I didn't have that many shares left. So when I saw that it was about to break out again right here, I was watching the L2 and the asks were building up, which made me think it was about to break out. So I added heavily to my position when it made a new 5-minute high and the asks started coming in. And my new stop loss was if it made a new 5-minute low, because then that would have been a better confirmation of it being a double top. So I added heavily here and new stop loss here instead of down here where my original entry was. And then I took partials on the way up through 1,000. Now, this morning, Brian mentioned Tesla was going to hit $1,000 today, and that is why I held out for that 1,000. And here you have it. There's the $1,000 final partial. See how much money I left on the table. I could have gotten another $45 or so out of this if I would have grabbed it at the very top. But I did not want to be greedy. I wanted to follow my plan, and $1,000 was my profit target, my final profit target. So if you found this video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button, and feel free to ask any questions down below. I hope you all had a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.